And we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. No one's been busier this season.
That's good.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the 49ers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
1.5 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Mahomes now on first down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dragons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Good bounce back drive right there through the...
Thank God they didn't score. Now it's not a chance.
They go play fake. Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mahomes throw complete there to Beckham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Fucking going. Holy shit.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. McCann's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
Colby Jack.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
2:15 out.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
I can't hear her.
And shedding a man at the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Now we take it.
And even Mark sometimes will look at him
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. This is intercepted.
Oh, no.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10.
Oh, and they didn't score? What?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Just get one more touchdown.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there. 55 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Here's Cook again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Cook running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 75. And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in the... Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
43.
And again, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
McCann's kick up and good, and that will extend their lead even further. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone...
63.
Oh, they got the fucking onside and scored.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
That I just made.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the 4th quarter? They had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome...
Where's your ashtray?
Yeah. On the corner of the...
You got a baggie? Throw on the groceries.
I gotta get a new baggie.
Okay, there's one right here.
Third bag. Yeah, I won. And I am in the first place in the standings. Look, standings of the AFC North.
You've been in the top spot this whole time.
I am currently number 1 in my AFC North.
Nice. Well, go ahead and get to mine. Make sure you do your levels up. Or are you doing 2 games?
Oh, I did the one.
I was gonna say I have.
Oh, did I ready up? Oh, fuck, I gotta go back.
I think I only played 1 game last time.
I gotta ready up. Ready to advance. There we go.
The roaches are on your little stand Supposedly, this is supposed to be an easy dub. But I've somehow lost easy dubs before, so. What you got going on?
Simple.
What does that mean?
That way they'll auto-sign people. They'll auto-do the contracts.
Oh, okay.
Auto-do the
Upgrades and everything.
upgrades and all that bullshit for you. So you ain't gotta worry. Oh, okay, yeah.
It's supposed to be an easy dub.
It's supposed to be an easy dub. 3,
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we've got Devontae Smith. He got to the century mark of receiving last week with a pair of scores.
3 to 12
It's
points.
the Panthers and the Sentinels. And it
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Carolina defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Oh,
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. They return.
Oh, God.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter.
Yeah, they're real.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down.
First down.
Before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
And his early struggles continue. There's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Oh, levels. Okay, I get it.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Wide open.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Wide open.
Over the dime, worked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
There's the guy.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion.
Yeah,
They're going for more.
He's like,
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's
yeah, I
got his
looked it
target.
up. You
That's
can
complete.
lose
And he
6.
gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that
Yeah, you can
turns
make the
out to
wild
be,
part up
36
6
yards. So the big
And you
play
only
gets him
lost
across
3 games.
midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're a little more understanding than NFL. In
Garoppolo.
college, you lose 6 games, you're fucking fucked.
Rush coming,
You're
and he's
fucking,
taken
your
down.
season. Oh,
Drew Sanders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
And they didn't score again.
So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, now you're in field goal range.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 14.
No.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Holding on the
They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Holding. Offense.
Yep. Saw that shit.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, no.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
What are you doing?
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know what happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elected. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Damn! I'm getting fucking cut. God damn.
So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh.
And that will be
He didn't even
incomplete.
try.
Would have been a big hit if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Going right back to Fant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throw long.
21.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon... Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead us off.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
You'd have had that.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball for... The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
He's got a man, complete. And they rattle off a big one. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6.
Here we go, here we go.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short.
After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll go again to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Oh, my God.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
That one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That one hurt a little bit. That one hit me in the sore spot because I was actually trying to win that game. Nothing seems to work.
Maybe I should edit the sliders.
I just gotta get. You're playing just fine. Wins and loses.
Yeah.
So that's all. I just gotta get better at it. That's all. Now I'm playing the Eagles. You ain't done it. Oh, the players you gotta do by yourself. It does everything else.
Yeah, it does everything but the numbers.
That's fine. Takes 2 seconds to do the players. Bro, I lost money.
Yeah, you only win money when you win.
Guess so. Other than that, you're just...
Come on, Tokyo.
Tokyo's got a good team. It's not this one. Every good team.
It's the NFL.
Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Powerful running. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Go ahead. heck of a move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 62 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The All-Pro Michael Parsons there on the tackle.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me at 1-1. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with Jones. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive.
PlayStation 5 by the looks of it.
Well,
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
third down. Here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So here are the Eagles to take it.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Go ahead.
First down now, but that clock rolling. This is Jones.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
They'll let this go for Adams. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
And this is dropped. It's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it take.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Eagles.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today's partner because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins.
Here we go. Go ahead.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. And his guys are going to take over at the... Play action. Garoppolo. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And the D not yielding much there. Is only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Jones again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown.
They didn't score. Now you just run.
Here we go.
Just run.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure that after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So now the Eagles down. Garoppolo to throw. Gets this to fail, and he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Very upset. I'm so hot. I don't care. If I was not so hot, I would be very, very angry. I'll return in 1 second.
That's your 5th loss?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I guess Tokyo Sentinels are fucking losers. We're the Cleveland Browns. What's my record? 3-5?
2-5.
2-5. Oh. even worse. Even fucking worse. Oh, well, even fucking worse. My day sucks at Madden on All-Pro, apparently. He just the fucking what? He just the fucking what?
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches.
I gotta make sure to win these 2 games.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Mahomes. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their time. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Still on his feet. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the... Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Ty Summers from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 8 over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. The whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Ty Summers. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Fielded just inside the 30. This will be a 4th. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And what a big-time play there. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they work this out past the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
He stole my head.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
McCann's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about...
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And the lead will hold at 10. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was it. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now back to throw. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell, and he'll take it across. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Now Mahomes. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dragons have moved out in front here in the final minute.
I gotta head to work, baby.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. 53 yards.
And the Dragons strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
So that's it.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. Always staying busy. He's your lead.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes throw pulled in by Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys.
No, it was hard. It was hard. I won it in the end.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if this going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash, this from 53. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And
Fuck.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to...
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
23 yards, the final tally. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady...
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Caught left side Hopkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air and ultimately fell incomplete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Able to slither by. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the... Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now on second down.
Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Finding Kelsey.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Mahomes. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mahomes. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Mahomes will throw.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie it. On first down, Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No! So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here.
No! No! That is the game. That is the fucking game. It went too quickly. It wasn't supposed to go that fast.
You're forced to try a long field.
That was an excellent cover.
Yeah, make it for you, man. I fought. I'm a guy who has taken 5 losses. You fought hard for that. Still top of your division. With a very average NFL team. You ready to see some more L's? Oh God. Oh God. Not these guys again. Oh fuck. Well. What we do in tips. I'm trying not to be though. They beat my ass every time.
How much time I got that?
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, whether that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well.
Like, everything was perfect.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. You can look at this Patriots defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our...
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Call that a gain of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 10-0 the score after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to 1,000.
Go ahead.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball came?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is
so
reversed.
that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw is Prescott. Jones has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring it.
No. Wow.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, good to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
This time they stay on the ground. Dances by him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
It'll go as a 4.
Might as well have fun. Dude.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing,
so this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offense.
Fucking loser.
There's got to be something done.
No, I'm telling you, I'll get better or I won't. It's my first go with all pro at normal settings on all pro.
True.
It's expected to be that way.
Because if we were playing on an easier setting, I would be winning every
I can make
game.
it slightly easier.
Diggy.
Shit.
Are you okay, son? Did you hurt your nose?
going against the 1-7 Kansas City Chiefs.
That's the Arizona Cardinals.
No, that's me.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't know what I could adjust.
Right.
To be honest with you, bro. You'll just have to get better.
That's what I just said.
I couldn't adjust anything if I wanted to. But it is your game.
I think I'm done with this for a minute.
Alright, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching that.